Hey everyone, welcome back to Rambling Reflections. If you're new here, I'm Steve, this is Rose. We've been living the RV life full-time since 2021. Today I have an exciting project lined up. We're remodeling the basement wall in our Grand Design Reflection.
That is really exciting.
We all know the full-time RV life can present challenges, so there's no reason for one of those challenges to be a storage problem. So we're going to try and handle that.
So our camper has a rather large pass-through basement area for storing the necessities we depend on for everyday living. But, and this is a big one, the basement wall is laid out at an angle. Although it doesn't decrease the amount of storage available by a huge amount, it sure contributes to an untidy storage area.
You see, when I put the rug or the chairs in the storage compartment to stow them away, they get all wonky from the angled wall. They start angling in on the rest of the items and trying to stow. I know this doesn't sound like a big deal, but if you've experienced the RV lifestyle, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, before you go thinking I'm just trying to increase the storage capacity so I can carry more stuff, we've become pretty much minimalist.
Yeah, we have.
Doing this, so I'm not looking to store anything else. I'm just trying to organize what we already have in there. So anyway, let's get in there and I'll show you how we solve this.
So Steve, what kind of materials are we going to need for this project?
For this project, we're going to need a couple of 2x2s, some 1/4-inch Luan board, some contact cement, some headliner glue, and some felt covering. For tools, we need something to cut the wood, a drill with driver bits and drill bits. We also need a wood clamp and a level. So I removed the carpeting cover and kind of left it to the bare bones of it, and that's what we're going to go ahead and modify and see if we can capture some of this lost space that's right in there, make it a little easier to store things, having square corners rather than at an angle. So I'm going to get this thing cut and start redesigning it. All right, got the first piece all cut. Let's go fit that. I built the first wall out of the existing framing. I did take the screws out of the water pump so I could reposition it. I didn't want the hoses rubbing up against the framing. I was able to build the second wall out of the existing framing as well. I wiggled this wall into place, and this was the first of the reclaimed space. The third wall I had to be a little creative with. I didn't want to remove any of the plumbing to attach this wall, so I left a section of it unattached until I could wrangle it around the plumbing. Then I reattached the loose section. I then started attaching the new walls to the floor and the subframe of the camper. I clamped the new wall in place temporarily so I could get the walls nice and level and plumb before screwing them into place. I used as much of the old framing as possible to create the new design. The last wall did require me to buy a couple of new 2x2s to complete the framing. As with the other walls, I made sure the wall was plumb with my level. I cut the old wall covering to fit the new wall design. I may redo this at some point. As you can see, some of the old cuts don't exactly line up with the new design, but I have to say I'm pretty happy with the results anyway. Alright, so we got to cut this panel and create the new walls. I'm using some 1/4-inch Luan, and I'll just cover it with the material I have. I'm going to have to go somewhere and get some more material because I won't have enough to cover everything, but at least I can get it all closed up. So we'll see what we get. All right, let's go fit this. I hold the board up to the side and I mark for the cutout for the plumbing pipe. Now I'm reclaiming the felt wall material from the leftover pieces and trying to use as much of the factory covering as possible. Go ahead and trim this up and get it prepared to go on here. Save a little scrap of this so I can try to find something to match it. I'm spraying the Luan with the headliner adhesive. I spray it really good to ensure full coverage. Then I do the same on the felt material. Once the glue on the two pieces had time to tack up, I applied the board glue side to the material and ironed out any voids with my hand. Then I laid the piece on the table and I applied contact cement to the board and the edges of the material. A good tip here is to make sure that you let the contact cement have time to tack up, both sides, because when you marry the two pieces together, it will stick really good like this. However, make sure when you stick the two pieces, it's exactly where you want it to be because you don't get a second chance. Time to test fit the next wall. Looks like it's going to be a perfect fit. Time to get the wall covering on it. Here I'm marking it from the back side so I can orient the Velcro attachment. Get some of this 3M industrial Velcro. This ought to more than hold this little panel. I'm installing these panels with Velcro so I don't need any tools anymore to take the wall down to inspect the plumbing for leaks. Now I'm going to attach this metal brace to support the Nautilus panel. The old board stabilized this panel after it was attached. Since I'm only going to be Velcroing the new wall, it will need some structure for the support when pulling the dump handles. So this is the finished product. After I got everything installed, those three walls right there are removable, made for a lot more storage.
We hope you enjoyed coming along with us on this project. If you've done something like this or have some other storage ideas, let us know in the comments. We can all learn from each other. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more RV living tips and adventures.
Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you next time.
Happy travels! And to watch my hair blow all over the place.
If you're new here, we're Steve and Rose, and we've been having the time of our life. Exciting project lined up. We're here. We've been living the RV life. Monkey frick.
Well, Steve, what kind of materials are we going to need for this project?
I don't know.
The wind is really messing with me. So, Steve, what kind of materials do you need for this project?
A hairbrush, a barrette. You see, when I put the chairs and rugs in this, we've really become minimal.